All right, let's get real. Nobody likes shopping for sheets. There's a million options out there. You just want something that's going to feel luxurious if you're going for that hotel vibe. And all three sheets I'm going to talk about today kind of fit the bill for that. They are luxury feeling. They do actually feel like hotel sheets. Depending upon your budget, I would say they are in the budget category. Budgets are relative. They're different for everybody, but they're definitely under $100, under $50, most of these. If you don't need sheets, don't buy sheets. Don't let this video influence you to buy something that you don't need. But if you are going to spend your hard-earned cash, your coin, your dollars, then make sure you're spending it on something that is quality and something that is going to last. And in today's video, we're going to talk about 3 different cotton sheets. Yes, cotton. I know if you've been here a long time, I used to be a microfiber gal. We're gonna get to that here in a second. So this one is from Mayfair Linen. It is 100% extra long staple cotton. It is 500 thread count. This is from California Design Den. This is also a 500 thread count and long staple cotton. And this one is from Lane Linen. This is organic cotton. So we're gonna see. They all have a flat sheet, a fitted sheet, and a couple pillowcases in there. Now, if you have been here for a while, or if you have searched on YouTube for best sheets on Amazon, you've probably come across my video that I did quite a few years ago. Now, back then, I was just starting my Airbnbs, and I was on a shoestring budget. I couldn't afford luxury sheets, or I thought cotton sheets at the time. I was sticking with microfiber sheets that were on the cheapest side, and there were some really great ones. The Melanie microfiber sheets are the best of the bunch. Amazon Basics used to be, but then they changed their textiles. But if you're looking for microfiber sheets, the Melanie microfiber sheets are definitely the best. But I've switched to cotton because microfiber is plastic. You know, you're sleeping in plastic. When you're washing them, they're releasing little microplastics into the water source. So I'm trying to do my part by being a little bit more sustainable and a little bit more eco-friendly by switching to a natural fiber. So when you run an Airbnb, especially when you're first starting out, I don't know why, but when you're first starting out, people don't really respect your property as much as they do when you have like 400 or 500 reviews. So when you're first starting out, people kind of tend to ruin things a little bit more quickly. So I was going through sheets really fast, and I couldn't afford to spend more than $25 on a set of sheets that I was going to go through and have to replace. You know what I mean? Hindsight, I probably actually would have saved myself some money if I would have just made the investment into a nicer cotton sheet. And the investment, I mean, what, $15 more per set? Back then I didn't have the money to do an extra $15 per set. I was working with 9 beds at the time. Now I have 16 beds. $15 a set adds up quickly. So if you're still in the microfiber game, do you, girl. No judgment here. But if you're wanting to switch over to a more eco-friendly and sustainable textile, cotton is the way to go. And organic cotton is a really great option, because if you don't know, the difference between organic items and inorganic items is the pesticides and the chemicals that they use. So if you're buying something that is organic, like food at the grocery store, they don't use pesticides and chemicals in their harvesting and their processing of the food. Same with textiles. If you're buying organic cotton, because cotton is a plant, if you're buying organic cotton items, then those cotton plants have not been treated with harmful chemicals and pesticides. You know, when you think about it, you spend a lot of time in your bed. You spend a lot of time in your sheets. So do you want to be sleeping in chemically plastic, or do you want to be sleeping in non-chemical organic cotton? Now, if I would have actually just invested in the cotton sheets in the beginning, I don't know if I would have saved money, because cotton sheets, especially when you're using white cotton, they can be soaked in bleach, and a lot of the time stains can come out of them. Microfiber, they can also be soaked in bleach too, but it's a little bit easier to get stains out of natural fibers, especially if you live in a sunny area and you can hang things out in the sun. The sun just kind of eats up any sort of stain. If I got cotton, I probably would have had to replace something somewhere along the line, but I definitely wouldn't have had to replace them due to pills. I've been testing these sheets out for the past, I think, 8 months. there's no pill in sight. Now, if you don't know what pills are, they're like if you look on your clothes, if you have a synthetic fiber, the pill is like the little like fuzz ball that you can like pick off. The reason pills happen is because of abrasion on fabric. So it's gonna happen in like, you know, like your armpits or your elbows or anywhere where fabric is rubbing against each other, because those synthetic fibers are going to break and kind of break down over time and become like those little fuzz balls. Now you can get like a pill shaver and shave all those off. You can definitely do that on your clothes. But with sheets, they sometimes tend to feel like sandpaper, and it's not worth trying to go through and shave off all those pills. You should just get a new set. So with these cotton sheets, I haven't found any pills at all, which is great. Now we're gonna be talking about 3 different sheets from Amazon. They're all highly rated and I do recommend all of them, but we're gonna go into specifics of each. And I did film a little bit of footage when I first got these, when I unboxed them, my first impressions. So I'm gonna be going back and forth between current day and when I first got them, so you know. The first one up is Mayfair Linen in the 500 thread count. So right off the bat, the Mayfair ones are 100% Egyptian cotton. First impressions, they are nice. They do kind of smell a little bit, so we definitely need to wash them. But stitching quality looks really good. I'm excited to try these out. These are a little bit thicker, so I'm not sure how they're gonna be for my hot sleepers out there, but I am gonna give them a test, see how they go. I am a hot sleeper, so I'll be able to give you the down low on that one. These are a sateen weave, which means it's going to be really, really smooth to the touch and almost like has like a sheen. They're gonna be like kind of slippery and silky. Sateen weaves always feel luxurious. They have that silky feel and that like nice drapiness to them. Now the thing to know with sateen is that they are cool to the touch, especially if you keep your house a little bit chillier at night, so you can have like good sleeping temperature. They're gonna feel really cool when you get right in the bed. They're like slick and silky and smooth and like hotel-like sheets, right? But since sateen weave tends to be a little bit thicker of a weave, they tend to trap body heat a little bit more than a weave like a percale. But since they are cotton, and cotton is known for its breathability and moisture wicking properties, then it doesn't trap as much body heat as if you were going to be using a synthetic sateen sheet. You know what I mean? The fitted sheet for the Mayfair Linen has a 16-inch fitted sheet, so they're gonna fit your deep mattresses, they're gonna fit and they're gonna stay in place, and has a really nice elastic strip all around the whole sheet, so they're gonna stay and they're not gonna move. There's just one tag that says head or foot. It doesn't say it on both head or feet, and it doesn't say it on the side. It's just one. Here's one of the pillowcases from the Mayfair line. You can see it's not like super shiny, but you can see that it's really nice and soft and really like nice and luxurious. And it's not going to be as scratchy as if you get a lower thread count, just regular cotton sheet. Those can be a little scratchy, and those are like terrible for hot sleepers. But since this is a sateen weave, it's silky and it's nice. Now I do find that the California Design Den sateen sheets that I'm going to talk about here literally in just a second are a little bit better for hot sleepers than the Mayfair. I think these are a solid choice if you are looking for something in the lower budget category, that is cotton, 500 thread count, and a sateen. These are fabulous. These are the cheapest of the bunch, and I highly recommend them. But if you're looking for something a little bit more luxurious, let's talk about the California Design Den. California Design Den packaging is quite nice. They are wrapped in tissue paper. I mean, not that this is really that important, but just thought you would know. This is actually pretty cool. They give you a swatch book of the other colors that they come in. Ooh, look, they have stripies. These are definitely a sateen feel. You can kind of see like the sheeniness of them. These are gonna be probably a little bit more cooling than the Mayfair ones. But again, I will sleep in these and give them a test and let you know. I know it's a very simple thing and it's probably not that important, but I do really love when sheets are labeled, especially when they say the size, because sometimes sheets won't say the size. And if you have multiple sizes, and oh look, it shows you the head or the foot. Perfect. I love when they have these. It's just a little design details that are super thoughtful. These are also a sateen weave. They're also a 500 thread count. They are going to be very, very similar to the Mayfair ones. The only difference really is the construction is a little bit better and there's a little bit more attention to detail. This really does feel like luxury on a budget. These, whenever I'm making the beds or if I'm going to be making a bed that I'm sleeping in, I tend to like kind of search for the California designed in ones over the other ones. It's just, I am a hot sleeper and I do think that these do a little bit better of a job regulating my body temperature through the night than the Mayfair ones. These do have deep pockets as well. They tend to get a little bit wrinkly, but that's with any cotton sheet. And my tip for dealing with cotton sheets and like trying to get the wrinkles out is don't leave them, like don't dry them fully and don't leave them in your dryer once they are dry. Take them out when they're just like not wet, and not fully damp, just like there's a little bit of, they're not totally dry, and then put them on your bed and then the wrinkles will just like smooth right out. I promise you, try it. And lastly, we have the Lane Linen set. Now this is 100% organic cotton. Now here's the Lane Linen. I do really like that they are more sustainably packaged. They don't have a cardboard box. They just kind of come in this little wrap. So if you're trying to make more sustainable choices, this is pretty cool. They are pretty thin. You can see my hand through them. So I think that might be a good thing for hot sleepers. Now, these are certified organic. Now, if you are trying to, you know, kind of clean up the chemicals in your life and you're looking for organic, this is a great option. Now, this is not a sateen weave. This is called Percale. The thing with these and the thing with all Percale sheets is that right out of the packaging, they're a little bit stiff. They're a little bit crisp and you need to wash them a couple times. So there is a little bit of a break-in period, but once you wash them a couple times, they get softer. They get so nice. The only downside to the Lane Linen one is that the pockets are not super deep. I mean, they're okay, but compared to the other two, these are like standard. The other two are like, there's a little bit more design, a little bit more thought process behind, you know, how deep those are and the different types of beds that those are going to fit. I mean, these fit, these have never come off of the beds, but if you have a deep mattress with like an egg crate on top, these might not work for you. Now, the best thing about these is the breathability. They are very smooth and very soft. They do feel hotel-like. They're not as like silky as the sateen weave, but these are a lot more breathable. So if you're a hot sleeper and that is like a pain point for you, then definitely look at a Percale weave like this. The last downside to the Lane Linen one is they tend to be the wrinkliest of the bunch. They're wrinkly, but you know what? That's okay. I would prefer to take them out, you know, have a little bit more foresight, take them out of the dryer before they're totally dry, have an extra step of dealing with wrinkles, and have the benefits of having a breathable organic cotton textile that I'm sleeping in, you know? All right, so that's my quick rundown of these sheets that I got from Amazon. Now again, if you don't need sheets, don't buy sheets. This is not to influence you to buy something that you don't need. And your dollars are your power. We vote with our money. My goal is to help you spend your money wisely. Now, if you're looking for cotton sheets and you're wanting to shop on Amazon, take a look at these. I'll have the links below for you. Your dollars are your power. We vote with our money, okay? All right, I love you guys, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye.